Greetings and welcome to week 8 of Project 26. Today we're going to be talking about my goals, how the last week went, how I felt, and how I'm going to move into this next week. Let's get into it. So starting right off with the goals, let's just talk about what I did and what I didn't do. So, uploading, here's something that's interesting. My channel that is on the side, I have 2 side channels, and one of them got shadow banned. So I actually did not release on that channel this week once. So I technically get 5 long forms. They're gonna be honest, like kind of weirdly snuck up on me in a sense. But yeah, I mean, just slight context. YouTube will basically give you nearly 0 impressions, and they won't show your shorts to anybody. Like 0, it'll show them to 0 people if you're, I guess, uploading too many that don't perform within a short period of time, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I did what I set out to do with the other channel, but yeah, that one got shadow banned, so I kind of pivoted with that. I don't know. We count that as completed. Maybe like a green gray, kind of. Stream 5 times, yes, of course, for sure. Finished anime, yep, did that too. Reenact Habit Protocol, that's a bit of a green gray too. I think that was that one. Yeah, so I wrote down all my habits and I wrote down what I wanted to do. I technically haven't executed it yet. So I think next week I'm going to actually execute it. Yeah. And then let's see, quarterly. I mean, yeah, I'm on pace for that for sure. That's gonna be fine. And one big thing that I was thinking about today, and I've decided on, to be honest, is that I'm removing visual novels, anime, and anime with subtitles from the challenge. I think that to be honest, one person left a comment and it kind of resonated with me. It was that you shouldn't focus on doing a ton of tasks. You should focus on doing the right tasks. And when I just think about the high leverage tasks, I just come back to A, like synergizing all of my efforts, and then B, when it comes to streaming is like one of those high value tasks, like just more hours. It's basically more hours and then your vibe while you're streaming. That's really what dictates your success in a lot of ways. And then there's, outreach and creating shorts and all stuff like that. And I'm, putting effort into that too. But I think I can't make any more shorts really or put out any more content without streaming more content in the first place, if that makes sense. Like I'm already cutting up everything that I'm making and uploading that. Like basically everything is going up, So I think it's time I made this a more focused challenge. The goal this year is to hit my goals to be a YouTuber / streamer. That's the goal. I think main channel is going to stay the same. That's fine. Honestly, what I've decided is that I'm just going to use my main channel, Instagram and TikTok, for all clips. It's all just going to go in the same place, basically. That's kind of the idea of the synergy. It all feeds the same thing now, and it's like I have a bit of a network. I guess to be specific, I have the main channel, then I have the clips channel, then I have the VOD channel on YouTube, but they're all going to be based on the stream. One's just highly edited, low editing, no editing. That's really all it is, and then just packaged differently each time. So I'm able to repackage, you know what I'm saying? Reuse content, put it in multiple places, that kind of thing. I think that's going to be pretty powerful. Yeah, now that being said, I do like the 6 long forms, 12 short forms goal. I've really been messing around with this idea of, so I want to stream more I'm thinking I might want to add another day, and I'm thinking I might want to stream for more hours every day. Just because when I think about like what it takes to succeed, I think about something Chris Bosh said from the Miami Heat. You know, one of the greatest dynasties of all time with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. He said that when he was trying to be an NBA player, he looked at what the current NBA players' workouts were, and he did that. And I just think I look at how much, like, the number one streamer right now is streaming. He's streaming 7 hours a day, 6 days a week. I think I'm not exactly trying to hit that exactly, but I think I can get somewhat close. I'm thinking I can get somewhat close to that. So I'm kind of debating on 5 or 6 times a week, and then 5 or 6 hours a day. The main thing is I'm not exactly sure how well I can get all my tasks done right now if I'm working on a separate YouTube and then also the stream. I think that once everything is one thing, then that's much more doable. I think so. What I'm thinking right now is let's just add this 6 hours a day. Let's just go for it. I think 6 hours is doable. I think it's kind of what it takes. And yeah, and I mean, I think like essentially what I'm trying to do is take all that time that was spent studying Japanese, it's 3 hours, and just putting it and adding it to streaming. That's kind of the idea there. Yeah, and then yeah. So now this is gonna be a piece of cake. Funny enough. We're doing it, man. We're done. None of that. That's just not. It's not it. I'm thinking we start with this schedule, and yeah, I mean, I think I still want to pass the JLPTN1. There's a website that I'm using where I can study like grammar, because grammar was how I failed last time. I was close to passing, but I didn't have the grammar. So I'm just gonna study grammar and just passively immerse over the course of the next year. And through the program I'm using, I'll know, every grammar point that's going to be on the test and every grammar point that's on the previous level. So it's like there's no way I'm missing out grammar. And then, I'm already well past the level in terms of being able to listen or read, so I'm fine there. But quite frankly, it's not my number one priority. This is also, it's not really something I'm focused on or thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really something that I'm worried about or thinking about really. Any of that stuff. I think this is all still important for sure, but it's time to lock in. Okay. It's time to lock in. It's time to focus up and do what I have to, do what makes sense to achieve my goals and all that. Achieve the outputs. Okay, and then in terms of the anti-goals, use zero social media except YouTube. Yeah, that was a success. And note that I don't even use shorts at all. No corn-related activities. I mean, I'm not so funny enough. There's like some anime stuff, and it just gets kind of weirdly raunchy, but it's technically not that. But I've stopped. We're not using anime for immersion anymore, so honestly, it's not really even a factor. Yeah, just gonna be like on YouTube and stuff like that. But and just like watching chill animes that I like. But like, I don't know. I'm not gonna force it, so to speak. And clean diet has been great. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, it's tough. This is kind of the part of the challenge where it makes me feel like I'm not fully showing up to Project 26 in the way I know I can, and I'm just being honest because I'm here. You know, this is the point of this, to just be honest. Yeah, I'm not. It's kind of funny. I go back and forth between being like, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not locked in enough, and then I'm like, now I am, and I'm like, well, now I'm not again. I think that one thing that I've been kind of adding as a practice to increase my discipline is working on planks. If you know, planks is the exercise where you basically hold your body above the ground in a sort of lying down position, kind of like a plank, like a physical, like wooden plank. And it takes a lot of mental strength to do and keep up. And so my goal with that is to just increase the amount of time I do that on a regular basis, you know, maybe like every other day or so, just increase it by, 10 seconds or whatever. Keep it uncomfortable. And then that will help me increase my mental stamina when it comes to handling stuff like my diet. And it'll just give me more, I think, proof that I can do hard things. It'll give me evidence that I can trust myself. And, and I think it's like, I just feel like if there's somewhere where I keep messing up and I know I'm messing up, if I can give myself evidence that I actually am someone that follows through what they say over here, I think it could have effects over here too and lift that up too. So, I haven't given up. I'm, by any means. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I can't help but feel like this challenge, for better or for worse, has morphed a lot. It does feel a little bit less like hitting every single goal to just, here's how I'm going after my goals. And I mean, I'm keeping myself to a very high standard. Like the only thing that happened is, for example, the one channel is shadow banned. Like, I'm absolutely positive it's shadow banned. I had like 3-4 shorts that had 0 views. 0 views. That's shadow ban territory, period. But I still uploaded on the other channel. I still uploaded just as much on the other channel. And then, I still streamed, finished the anime. And I still did the habit protocol to a way that I thought was sufficient. But looking back on today, I'm like, actually, I think that wasn't sufficient. So I still feel like I'm holding myself to a very high standard, but I don't think I'm holding myself to the best standard that I know I can. So let's change this. Let's just add some more quarterly goals. So, I don't know. We have something to look forward to. Real quick, if I were to do some math, let's see. So if we have 10 main channel videos, how many have I done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've done 5. Or is it 6? That's tough. That'd be 8 weeks left in the quarter. 8 weeks left. I should probably know this for sure. I'll do this all in post, but basically what I'm saying is, 8 times 6, that's embarrassing. I honestly, I forget my basic maths. What is that? 48? 48. Am I tripping? 48 side channel YouTube videos. If there are 8 weeks and I do 6 videos a week, because 8 times 5 is 40, so yeah, 8 times 6 is 48. That's a lot. That's so many. That's one a day, pretty much. Yeah. Let's put a round number on it, 50, and we're just gonna count the stuff I've already uploaded. So, that way, I don't know, it just kind of fills out the challenge a little bit more. You know. Yeah. I guess, like, if we're talking about how I'm feeling going forward, I'm feeling strange. I'm feeling like I can do this. Like, I can stream 6 hours a day. 5 days a week at first, and then maybe 6 days a week. And I can, make videos and keep up. But I just have this strange feeling about life that I'm not as in control of my actions as I once was. Like, just being honest, like, for example, right now it's 1:12 in the morning. And then the main reason that is because I kind of just didn't really want to make the video at, like, when I initially said, which was 8. And so it's like, I just see that trend of, I started the year out doing every single thing I said I would do, and I was mentally, like, controlling my actions. Like, every single thing I did during the day, I was like, I'm on top of this mentally. And then it would just, the only slight thing I might mess up here and there was food, but then I'd fast the next day. And so that was a contingency I had prepared. I feel like there just needs to be, I don't know, we just need some sort of evolution or some sort of thing to keep me accountable. Because I just feel like at this rate anyways, my quality of output or input in this case, is going to decrease, until potentially the challenge breaks, which I don't want. I think that the counter side to this is that at the end of the day, as long as I'm making Project 26 videos when I say I'm going, every single day I'm making them, then that means that I literally have to sit down and record myself doing each task. Which means even if I'm not perfect, even if I don't get all the hours or all the output or input in or whatever, I will at the very least have sat down and done some of that task at least, and that's the nice thing about this project, is that it essentially provides it's really a system. It's a backbone. It's a baseline for my behavior. And for better, for worse, Atomic Habits, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And Project 26, it's a pretty good system. At the very least, it's decent, and I don't fully see it breaking, to be honest, because again, as long as I'm making videos, it'll be okay. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching. I don't know how I feel going into this next video, or this next week. I feel a little bit of uncertainty about the 6 hours a day. I feel a little bit of uncertainty about waking up on time, getting everything done. But despite all that, I'm going to get up, write down what I have to do, and just do it. Even if my sleep schedule starts to suck, I'm just going to do it, you know? And I'm just going to keep doing whatever I have to do. And that's what it's all about. That's what 2026 is for me. So, thanks for watching. I hope whatever you're doing, you're doing well. It's going great. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.